IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Chukwokika must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nanying Kebine Ligwe, Kahagedin Song, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwuabiama benigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, Chukwuabiama, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
you must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, He's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to our recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed. Lead debts for their own children to pay future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have, and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
Fellow Nigerian, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Noyerem Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, US-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the US and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attacks. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the US promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overrun most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 US trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. US general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban.
There were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation, some suggest, currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern, based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3. Second.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying the attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Opa Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. Not in you cannot. Not in 1 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not if you know about the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born.
Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Welcome to this particular broadcast today, the second day of June 2022. This is a special broadcast on Biafra restoration and the liberation of Biafra. Today we are delving into exposing a failed state in 2023 from the United States of America. They projected 2030. We don't have time to waste until 2030 to allow Nigeria to fail by then. If you allow Nigeria to fail by 2030, before then you will all be dead. So welcome to this evening broadcast. My names are Ekpa Simon Njoko, Mazi Namdi Oku Kano disciple on Biafra liberation, and by the special grace of God, I have added the spiritual son on Biafra liberation and the restoration of Biafra. So I have come today to bring to the notice of Biafra people and the other indigenous nationalities in Nigeria who are fed up of how the Nigeria government are sponsoring terrorists to kill them. I have come to use the occasional paper number 67 from the United States Center for Strategic and Technology, or Center for Strategy and Technology, Air War College, Air University, Maxwell Air Force Base in the United States. These documents were put together by Christopher J. Kinan, Colonel, U.S. Air Force, Daniel B. Gordon, Colonel, U.S. Air Force, Mark D. Long, Colonel, U.S. Air Force, Colonel Douglas W. Jacquish, U.S. Air Force, and Robert S. McAllum, Colonel in the U.S. Air Force. And of course, because we believe in innovation, we believe in research, we believe in strategic studies, we believe in civilization. So we analyze the present to get the future. What we are going to do differently in Biafra, unlike what you see in Nigeria today, is that we are going to be using the available data in the present to determine the future. So I have come today while the United States Air Force projecting Nigeria failed state ending in civil war in 2030, I have come to tell you the need to end it in 2023. We can't wait 2030. And let me tell you, for those who will say the United States have always predicted the disintegration of Nigeria, I do not need to tell you what is happening today, because you are not happy in this Nigeria you are today. Okay? So you are listening to the Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM in Biafra land. You are watching Enter Biafra Channel 1, Enter Biafra Channel 2, Enter Biafra live streaming app, Enter Biafra YouTube channel, and on our Twitter and Twitch. And of course, on IPOB autopiloted media platform all over the world. This is being streamed live, and this is one of the most interesting topic we have been discussing, all the topic we have discussed in the past. This is one of the best topic we are going to discuss today. Welcome again once more. You know, just before I came into this particular broadcast today, a lot of funny things has happened on social media. And the double agent, we are giving her from now till the 4th day of June to confess what she did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, to confess her involvement on the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. I want to clarify something today. I do not need to clarify, but just for clarity's sake, those who claim that we know that Nelly Ofebu is a double agent and we are still working with her and all that. I want some of you to understand something. We don't treat cases on hearsay. I do not expose people on hearsay. I am not somebody that comes and start talking about somebody just because somebody told me. No, I want to investigate myself. And let me tell you, every exposition we have done so far against the leadership that were expelled, they are all evidence-based exposition. I did not come here to expose the leadership back then because Nelly said. I have never used anything from Nelly. I want to make it very clear. So for those of you who will use what is happening now to say, oh, we know all these things and we are attacking DOS and all that, let me tell you, DOS betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they can never be part of this struggle until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. That is the resolve of Biafrans. Those of you who want to continue to mingle with them, you are free to do so. But with evidences available, they can't be part of this struggle, until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, because they betrayed him. They betrayed him in what I call afterthought. There is two categories of betrayal. One is the ones who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by giving the information about his whereabouts in Kenya. Those are the first people that betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The second people that betrayed him are those who betrayed him afterthought, which some of the people in DOS falls into this category. They begin to disobey and betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on the fact that he had a problem. So everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place, they tried to destroy it. That was the reason why I exposed them, and the Biafra people come to understand. So there is no exposition I have done in the past against the DOS that was a lie. Everything I have done is truth and fact. And the videos are there for you to. So I have been mentioning afterthought betrayal. But the problem is that some of you are not educated. Some of you are illiterate. And those people supporting these criminals that we have chased away from the movement are the main illiterate people. And so I don't blame you when you don't understand what is afterthought. You don't understand the English. And I'm not the cause of your problem. So today, because our leader has made it very clear, there are people that are going to betray this struggle, and we're going to separate the chaff from the wheat. And that is happening as I speak. So we give Nelly Ofebu till the 4th day of June to confess to Biafra people what she know about our leader. You know, there are some exposition that I keep. I will wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. And there is nothing you can say, there is nothing she can do for me to bring it to public. But she knows what I'm talking about. So during the time I was working with her, you know, I need to have my evidence. I need to gather my evidence. I need to have fact. So I don't go after people because somebody told me or for hearsay. I don't do that. So when you see me doing something today is because I have fact and I have evidences against her. And what I did on Twitter today is, you know, just for her to begin to check herself and come publicly to you know, come publicly to confess. So going forward, I have come today to tell you the reason why we must not wait till 2030 and this whole thing must happen in 2023. And I want you to look at this. One moment. Now, you are looking at this document titled Failed State. Okay? The document titled Failed State. And one moment. Here we go. Let me make it a little bit bold. This document is from the U.S. Air Force. Failed State 2030, Nigeria, a case study. I want us to go to, I am not going to take you throughout this whole thing, but let us go to page 67. As you can see, the authors of this particular document, a failed state in 2030, but I am here today to inform you that we are not going to wait 2030. We are going to end it in 2023. Delay is dangerous. If you know that Nigeria is going to fail 2030, why are you going to wait until 2030 for you to now be part of the destruction and the disintegration of Nigeria? I want you all to listen as I take you through this particular life-changing journey. Because today, this is definitely going to change your life. So let us go there to page 63. I will be teaching you from page to page later on, but we are going to go to one of the most important part of this paper today. And we start from the military vectors. We start from the military vectors. President Olusegun Obasanjo published Nigeria's first defense policy in 1979. At that time, he tasked the Nigerian military with 4 primary functions: preserving Nigeria, preserving Nigeria's territorial integrity, contributing to national emergencies and security, promoting collective and security in Africa while furthering Nigeria's foreign policy, and contributing to global security. 30 years later, the responsibilities of the current Nigeria military remain the same as it treated in the President Olusegun Obasanjo of 1979 National Defense Policy. Consistent with its prescribed responsibility, the Nigeria military force have operated outside the country only in support of peacekeeping effort. This effort began nearly simultaneously with the Nigeria peacekeeper assisting the Congo in 1960, Tanzania in 1963, the Economic Community of West African State Military Observer Group, ECOMOG, formed under the Nigeria leadership in 1990. Since then, ECOMOG efforts have helped end the Liberia Civil War, with Nigeria providing about 6,000 peacekeepers through ECOMOG. Nigeria also committed nearly 3,000 peacekeepers to stabilize Sierra Leone in the wake of 1997 Civil War. Nigeria resolved to lead and participate in peacekeeping efforts in Africa continue today, with nearly 2,000 troops committed to international efforts in Liberia, another 2,000 troops operating since 2004 in Sudan, and another 850 pledged to support African Union effort in Somalia. This was in 2011. While Nigeria forces perform acceptably during this peacekeeping operation, years of military rule have paradoxically not equipped the country with a capable military. By the time of President Olusegun Obasanjo election in 1999, the Nigerian military was widely blamed for the country's economic and social problem. Are you hearing that? Nigerian military was widely blamed for the country's economic and social problems. Military facilities had decayed considerably, with corresponding decline in morale and discipline. President Obasanjo began effort to reform leadership in the military. Soon after taking office in 1999, he retired 150 military officers with strong political ties. Published plan demonized the armed forces by 40% and promised to restructure military spending to about 3% of GDP, which would bring Nigeria closer to the world average of about 2.5%. However, the nationwide arrest and operation tempo of Nigeria peacekeeping effort led Obasanjo to put military reform plan on hold in 2001. Let us go fast forward. We don't need to read all these things, and let us go fast forward. Now, to better support the military reform was to better support the military. I am bringing this up today because the military have become the criminals and kidnappers. The military has become Boko Haram. The military has become the people that are bringing the insecurity in the Southeast today. The military are directly involved in kidnapping, collaborating with Fulani to kidnap our people just to fight against Biafra. I want to inform you today that this military I am reading about, their main agenda today is to collaborate with kidnappers in the Southeast. And they kidnap and they are collecting ransom in hundreds of millions. Now, to better support military constitutional task, the Nigeria Army Chief of Staff under Adua Major General Owoye Azazi has established a 10-year modernization and reform plan. His plan is designed to improve the military professionalism and reputation while developing a lighter yet later sustainable and more rapidly deployable and responsible force, better to meet the devised challenges now of the future. This thing was destroyed immediately the Fulani took over. Let us go to the U.S. energy. the security and counterterrorism effort. With global demand for energy potentially increasing over 60% by 2030, the United States, as well as the international community, has recognized the strategic importance of sweet crude oil production in the Gulf of Guinea of the west coast of Central Africa. The focuses considerable attention on Nigeria since it controls approximately 60% of the proven reserve in the region. Insurgent and terrorist group like MEND, transnational criminal enterprises, recognize Western dependence on Nigeria oil and appear to have stepped up their attack on oil infrastructure. I want you to understand that in this place, MEND was addressed as terrorist group. MEND was addressed as terrorist group. I do not know whether there is any law in Nigeria that proscribe and recognize MEND as terrorist group. I do not know, but I want you to look at the U.S. Air Force already branding MEND as a terrorist group and transnational criminal enterprise. And as you can see, they say insurgent and the terrorist group like MEND, which means by this time the U.S. Navy, the U.S. Air Force, they are now, branding MEND as a terrorist group. Some of you do not know about this, maybe until now, that even America was calling MEND a terrorist group. Today, those MEND, nobody can tell more about them. Now, let us move forward. The reason I am here is very fast approaching. This is the reason I have come. Nigeria as a failed state in 2000. Nigeria endured several military coups from 1960 through the 1990s. There are at least 3 indicators that typically precede a military coup. These include civilian dependence on military due to either immediate or long-term crisis, dependence upon the military for political survival, and the public dissatisfaction with the federal government. Afrobarometer data from 2005 suggests Nigeria may have already started a moment. Here we go. These include civilian dependence. Afrobarometer data from 2005 suggests Nigeria may have already started down the path toward another military coup since the population satisfaction rating with current and the previous civilian government was dropping below the level recorded with the previous military regime. The Afrobarometer data from 2008 was no better, with nearly 89% of the Nigeria people perceiving government officials are corrupt, and fewer than 30% believing their electoral process was fair. I want you to pay attention to how a state is going to be a failed state. When 30%, fewer than 30% believing their electoral process was fair. And we are going to speak now As I'm talking to you, in 2023, it is no longer less than 30%. It is going to be less than 15%. Because with us, Biafrans are with us, and we are living. Likewise, with areas in the Niger Delta largely ungovernable, no end to ethnic unrest in sight, and a shaky amnesty and mediation effort of forestall meant attack against oil infrastructure and workers ready to fail. The Nigerian government remained dependent on the military for internal security and stability. That is a big problem. The Nigeria depend on military for internal security, which is a sign of a failed state. Just like you see today in Anambra, in Imo, in other parts of Biafra land, they rely on the military to bring peace. Why the military are the one committing the crime? Now, we are going to also fast forward, because I'm not here to read everything to you. I'm only here to prove to you that we must not wait till 2030 for us to enter the civil war, because in this particular analysis and research, the civil war, if you allow Nigeria to stay in 2030, you are going to fight civil war. And by then, Fulani may have empowered themselves more than they have empowered themselves today. So let's go there. Now, the Civil War. Prior to 1960, the British recognized that, I want you to pay attention. Before 1960, the British recognized that the different ethnic region of Nigeria might not be governable. I am telling you that the British, the America, the EU, everybody knows that with the Nigeria system will not be governable. They said before 1960, the British recognized that the different ethnic region of Nigeria might not be governable as a single unified nation. So before 1960, they already know that Nigeria is going to fail. So if they know that Nigeria is going to fail, why do you continue to support it? You, that is going to be the victim. Although somewhat tolerant and the limited autonomy granted during the long years of British rule, the fiercely independent Biafra tribe, are you listening to that? Independent Biafra tribe rebelled against the central government. Ethnic tension eventually erupted in the 1964 Civil War. Even in 2009, little has changed for Nigeria in this regard. As far back as 2009, they are telling you that nothing has changed after the Biafra War. What led to Biafra War did not change in 2009. And I am telling you now that in 2022, it is even worse. That thing that led to Nigeria Biafra War is now in a very alarming stage. According to Karl Mayer, author of This House Has Fallen, Midnight in Nigeria, Nigerians from all walks of life are openly questioning whether their country should remain as one entity or discard the colonial borders and break apart into several different states. That is what we are fighting for today. Ethnic and religious prejudice have found fertile ground in Nigeria, where there is neither a national consensus nor binding ideology. While reform effort might improve condition in Nigeria, it is unlikely any effort currently envisioned will make the population any less polarized. In one generation, especially those from the proud, you see what they call us? They address us as proud Igbo. Look at it. Those from the proud Igbo. The American intelligence agencies address us like we are proud Igbo. That is why some of them, when you talk about Biafra, they are scared. They're scared of what we will be. But you know, we don't need them anymore. We don't need them. That is why all of us will fight tooth and nail. We do not need them. This is racial discrimination. They brand us as proud Igbos. I want to read it again for you to understand. They said, while reform effort might improve the condition in Nigeria, it's unlikely any effort currently envisioned will make the population less polarized in one generation, especially those from the proud Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba tribe who have fierce loyalty to their respective tribe and tradition. Now, the militant group often form to protect specific geographic areas or communities, or to press grievances for indigenous people when government fail to provide expert services and security. The conditions for these scenarios are already present in Nigeria, with poverty level in the northern area nearly double. Those in the southern region, any downturn in the Nigeria economy, particularly if regionally focused, has the potential to escalate into civil war. Are you people listening to what I am reading? I want to read it again. They said, let me read from here. They said, the condition for these scenarios are already present in Nigeria, with poverty level in the northern area nearly double those in the southern region. Any downturn in the southern economy, particularly if regionally focused, has the potential to escalate into civil war. That is the dangerous diversity that already has collapsed Nigeria. Given that development generally progresses more rapidly where infrastructure already exists, overall economic improvement in Nigeria may be seen as favoring the southern region. Now, I want you to listen to the military summary. Whether Nigeria governance will continue to deteriorate, and lead the country inexorably toward a military coup and perhaps a civil war is unknown. Where Nigeria falls within the spectrum of failure to determine if the reform implemented by the current Minister of Defense, General Azazi, take hold, or if the military remains marginally capable as it has for the last few decades. The question is, was that General Azazi reform implemented? The answer is no. When the Fulani came, they changed the whole thing and put their person there. And what do they know about reform? With reduction in corruption and criminality, with the strategic investment to diversify the economy and meet basic human need, Nigeria could slowly improve, thereby reducing the possibility of failure. It is not happening today. The military are arresting their own fellow military for being a Boko Haram member. Today, when our Reverend Father is kidnapped in the southeast, the military Fulani were there watching him being kidnapped. The military are collaborating with terrorists to demand 100 million ransom to free our clergymen. It is happening in our land. Who are those bringing them? The governors. Should the people gain confidence in Nigeria governance, then the Nigeria military might receive the resources and support it needs to reform and function as a force promoting internal security. and regional stability without threatening the political process. If the people lose faith in their current democratically elected civilian government, it is then possible that a weakened military might feel emboldened to attempt a coup, and if successful, would likely fare no better than it has in the previous 5 occasions where it seized and controlled the government. But what this has turned to you now is that, they have actually, the military failure is bringing the insecurity you see today in the Southeast. Sorry about that. We need to refresh again. Now, so the long-term international interest in the region will provide the Nigerian military opportunity for increased professionalism and new capabilities. Why this does not guarantee success? You understand? It does not guarantee success. Recent cooperation with the British and the United States has made noticeable improvement in almost any scenario the Nigeria military will, with government and international support, continue to acquire new capabilities. Now, I am not even here to tell you about all this. All this joined together will bring to our this evening discussion that we must not wait for the Nigeria to collapse or to go into civil war in 2030. We are going to start it next year. You cannot allow it to go up to 2030. Now, here we are. Chapter 7 of this. Chapter 7 of this talked about Nigeria in 2030, path to failure. This chapter posits potential future events that could lead to Nigeria catastrophic failure. When they say failure, is that they mean that going into civil war. So, and we cannot afford to allow Nigeria to go into civil war in 2030, because by then, Fulani may have taken all of you and they don't even need to fight civil war. The only thing they will do is to block Head Bridge, and that is the end. So we are not going to give them that opportunity and wait until 2030. So it is going to start from next year. We are starting it from the general election. If you know all these things from the analysis, the problems of Nigeria, the ethnic diversity, all these problems that you see today in Nigeria, the insecurity, the invasion of our land by terrorists, the military collaboration and all that, and you still want to wait till 2030, you are an idiot. So we cannot give them that chance. So we need to start it immediately. Fight it once and for all. Because they will not even wait till 2030. Once they get everything they need to get, which they are getting now, they have the Methodist Church in the Southeast have invested 100 million in the war. The 100 million will buy a lot of arms and ammunition for them. And you remember that the bishop said it, the prelate said they want to kidnap as much as possible to make money to buy arms and invite their people from the Sahel. This is not a story. They are coming. So we are not going to wait for this 2030. It will be the biggest mistake we are going to do. So I am not even saying we wait for 2024. We will start it 2023. And because of this, we are calling on Biafrans to get ready, especially when we say no election, we mean it. Now, what I am reading and exposing today is something that is obtainable, and this is from the U.S. intelligence, from the U.S. Air Force, from the university, where they research, innovate on how to do with their foreign policies. Now, they say that this particular chapter posits potential future event that could lead to Nigeria catastrophic failure in or near the year 2030. Once dubbed the giant of Africa, Nigeria lack of unifying national identity. Nigeria lack of unifying national identity, history of corrupt governance, religious and cultural schism, and shifting demographic may cause the state over time to break apart. Do you know what is demographic? You don't know what is demographic? Demography means that this particular Fulani and their agent and their terrorists are coming to change the demography. And they are changing it. In Benue State, in the Middle Belt and all that, they are changing it. Somebody is saying 2003 is very far. We are targeting 2023. Okay? We are targeting 2023. That we must have something to hold our hand. And that thing is the general election. Now, I want you to pay attention to this particular thing, that this dangerous diversity which is here, the lack of unifying national identity, history of corrupt governance, religious and cultural sexism, and the shifting may cause the state over time to break apart. Are you waiting till 2030? The answer is no. Our brain is hot. We can't wait for 2030. Never. The factors discussed below describe current and potential deteriorating trend in cross-cutting human social issues. I want us to go to this figure 9. This figure 9 here, I'm going to bring it on the screen. They say that a figure 9 in this book graphically depicts how various trends could coalesce into a situation where Nigeria as a state could catastrophically fail and disintegrate. This chapter is not a specific prediction of the future or a depiction of a state of affair that will almost occur. It is a discussion of how the trend occurring in Nigeria since its birth as a nation in the 60s could, under the right condition, lead to its failure. So what are they trying to tell you? America know that Nigeria is going to fail. They know. And you and I that are fighting for Biafra know that Nigeria is going to fail. What we are trying to do is that it will not take us unaware. This failing and breaking apart of Nigeria must not take us unaware. We must not allow Fulanis to start it. They have actually started it, but we must not allow them to lead the breakup of Nigeria. We are going to lead the breakup of Nigeria because by then it put us in a better position. When Fulani are fully ready to break up Nigeria and they lead the breakup of Nigeria, we are going to pay heavy price. We must lead while others follow. The details underlining the various trends can be used to develop strategies or war games to avoid a test potential response to a calamity painted below. I want you to see the calamity they painted below. These details also allow for a specific discussion of what type of resources are required to stabilize a failed state. In this case, Nigeria, a failed state. In the sequence of events discussed below, Nigeria history, diverse culture, ethnicity, religion, and corruption combine to drain the national treasury. The empty treasury prevents the government from providing for people basic need, as it blatantly divert much of the nation's oil treasury to buy support from criminal families, from criminal family enterprise and business oligarchy. By 2030, social contract between the weakened federal government and the Nigeria people is effectively broken. We are going to break it in 2023. We will break it in 2023. An attempt to restore confidence through a national election, sweep the electoral dominant Islamic political structure into power. Are you hearing it? Any attempt to do anything in Nigeria concerning election, like in 2023, it will sweep the electoral dominant Islamic political structure into power. Today, all of them went to Abuja to do a PDP presidential primaries, only for this particular thing described here many years ago to take effect. Article sweep into the PDP and pick the ticket. The Islamic dominance in their politics catapulted Atiku to become the flag bearer of PDP. Against their own law and the constitution, the same thing is going to happen to APC. Maybe by then, some of the intellectuals from the south will begin to learn their lesson. Okay? Now, buoyed its electoral success, the new government threatened to ruin family criminal enterprise and confiscate the wealth of the business oligarchy. Its ultimate end state is to rebrand Nigeria as an Islamic Republic. Are you people listening to what the America have researched and written? Ultimate end, its ultimate end state is to rebrand Nigeria as an Islamic Republic. This is where the Abuja Declaration of 1989 comes into play. And this idiot called Charles Ezala, all these are the people who did not go to 4 walls of the school. You see, the man called Charles Ezala also, these are the people who didn't go to school. How did he know? Some of them, you blame Nigeria. Nigeria is So I want you to look at it. You see, this particular research already projected that the only solution that the Islamic Northern Nigeria is looking at is the ultimate end, which is going to be state, is to brand Nigeria as an Islamic Republic. Are you listening to me? This particular branding Nigeria as Islamic Republic is what is playing out today. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is shouting. That is why Simon Ekpa is shouting. And those who have collected money from Nigeria government to destroy don't even have knowledge about this. Do you understand? Now, the culmination of this negative trend and political action sparked a violent reaction from the non-Islamic population. The criminal family enterprise and the oligarch, in this case, the state, fails. I want you people to understand. the disparities and the tradition of Nigeria tribal and colonial past have created significant social tension that have made establishing an integrated, coherent, and legitimate government difficult under the best circumstances. So all these things is what we know. And we are saying we will not wait until the whole show will end in 2023. Get ready. By 2030, Nigeria endemic corruption and the predatory economic practices of the oligarch and the associate enterprise may well deplete the financial resources for economic diversification and the critical human and industrial infrastructure project. Now, look at this is the figure 9.9. I want you to see the failure of Nigeria state. When you look at this red now, you see civil war. So it is already, but the only mistake they do now is that they did not know that in this particular time, in 2022, they are not waiting for 2030, that they are already here. So when you look at this red here, you see what we call civil war. So in any case at all, Nigeria is going into civil war. So we are not waiting for 2030. Now, when you look at the second red line here, you will see economic collapse. What this thing means is economic collapse. And then you have here civil war. So the question I want to ask you is, why must you wait till 2030? We don't need to wait. If you wait till 2030, you will not even have the strength to fight the civil war, because by then they must have finished all of you. Now, going forward, I want you to look at what America said here. The cross-cutting issues are presented here. The cross-cutting issues are presented here. Let me bring this, zoom it a little bit. You see, the cross-cutting issues are presented here in context of what might happen in 2030 if current trend hold or Nigeria revert to past practices. The examination and discussion herein are not a prescriptive, but rather a present, a possible, a plausible future history of Nigeria. But today, we are not going to wait. We will make it possible in 2023. I want you to look at the problem of Nigeria, why Nigeria can never work. Culture and ethnicity. Tribal culture and ethnicity are strong forces in Nigeria. Social life, respect for elders, political affiliation, ethnicity, demand for educational system that promote tribal language and history, and social welfare system that operate within tribal, familiar, or ethnic communal structure have long dominated modern Nigerian social construct. Although in 2003 proved to be a watershed years in the level of violence throughout Nigeria, explosive episode of factional fighting while likely continue at a strong pace for at least another decade until reform measure instituted in 2008 began to have a visible effect. I want you to understand there has never been any time in the history of Nigeria that the entire ethnic nationalities are coming together to fight to leave Nigeria. There has never been any time like now, what we have now. There has never been any time in the history of Nigeria where Oduduwas are opting out, where the Middle Belt are opting out, where all the ethnic nationalities are coming together, including filing case in court that they want to leave, they want to have a referendum. The religion. Throughout modern Nigeria history, religious fundamentalism has created fear and violent conflict. Although Islamic fundamentalism has threatened to supplant traditional Islam throughout the world, Nigeria's Sokoto Caliphate will likely remain firmly opposed to any form of jihadist extremism that establish itself in the region or challenge the Caliphate growing influence. The Caliphate arguably moderate interpretation and the application of Sharia law in 12 northern Nigeria state will likely prove a stabilizing force, bringing order and structure along the vast Sahel region of the Southern Sahara Desert. By construct, Nigeria Christian South has both benefited from biblical morality and offered from a gangs-like criminality as evidenced by the rise of vigilante group such as Bakassi Boys, who sought exact justice for real and perceived injustices. By 2020, the continual consolidation of wealth in the hand of the few southern oligarchs may succeed in professionalizing the criminality. With religious passion contained and this criminal's element functioning as private commercial family enterprise, the likelihood for religious conflict between the Islam North and the Christian Amid South will be reduced. As the Muslim population is now the dominant population in Nigeria. Are you hearing that? They are now claiming to you that the Muslims are now the dominant population in Nigeria. That the population of Muslims are more than the Christian. The Sokoto Caliphate will take pains to contain the passion of its youth by inculcating them with their interpretation of the basic tenet of Islam while commanding respect for Sharia law and the Nigeria federal law. The result for the careful cultivation of their large and growing youth population is stability, just homogeneity in the north based on the caliphate potential calculus. This stability is necessary for the Islamic leader to implement. I want you to understand, the more you want Nigeria, the more stupid you become. The more stupid you become. We may not go into analyzing the entire, because there are other things that I need to bring out from this particular research. So the question is, are you going to wait till 2030? Are you going to wait till 2030 when you all will be dead? What am I trying to tell you? I am trying to tell you that even America knows that we are fighting a just cause. America's security, intelligence, military, Air Force, all of them, they knew that we, the Biafra people that are shouting on social media every day, we are shouting for our life. America know that what we are doing every day, raising money to protect our land from this doom that is coming. That is why you will shout from now to the kingdom come, nobody will listen to you. That is why all of you will write Finland and write European Union, nobody will listen to you, because they also fought for their own right and fought for their own freedom. That is why somebody like me, I will not listen to idiots who write rubbish, because what you don't know is bigger than you. Some of you do not know that there are people who were born for this particular Biafra to be restored. Or even if it is not about Biafra, there are people who were born to disintegrate Nigeria, the evil entity. I am one of them. I am one of them. That is why whatever you do, once you cross my lane, I am telling you, it is what God brought. God brought me to this struggle. Once you cross me, your light will quench, your light will switch off. Everything about you will switch off. Try it. Because my hands are clean. I did not come to this struggle to, to disappoint Biafran. I did not come to this struggle to betray Biafrans. I did not come to this struggle to sell anybody in this struggle. And only God and myself knows that. So if you like, come and try me. Go to that native doctor and let the native doctor do the medicine. At the end of the day, the medicine will fail. The medicine will fail. Did you fail? At the end of, so long as my hands are clean in this Biafra movement, your juju will fail you. I am telling you the fact. Once the juju comes to me and you call my name in the juju, you will be disgraced. Just like the way I'm calling the agent now. All the juju the double agent have done. Where is it today? You see, there are people that are born for this struggle. There are men, there are women, and they are in Umuada. You see this Umuada, they are in Umuada. So if you like, the only thing you can come and rant on social media, the day you attack me when I have not done anything to you is the day you're Okuganyu. I am telling you. You know, I don't fight for fighting's sake. I fight at the right time. And I am not a person that will come and start posting anyhow. No. I fight at the right time. When you least expect, I fight. So if you think that Simon Ekpa is somebody you can ride on, think again. I will be your last bus stop. God will use me to be your last bus stop in this struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out. I want to tell Biafrans one thing. You see, forget all these things. What is happening now is going to happen. There is nothing you can do about it. We are going to continue to move. And the evil people in this struggle will continue to fall by the side. You know, when I hear people, when I hear all these idiots, all these illiterate, they say, oh, Biafra struggle is now like a child play. These people never believe in Biafra. Because if you believe in Biafra, you know that some people are going to fall out. There are betrayers that are going to fall out of the struggle. And the way they are going to fall out will be very, very funny. In a very funny and very comedian way. It's going to be very funny. So when you see somebody working with somebody, does not mean that the person, after all, the people that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not working, didn't work with them? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appointed the people that he appointed them. Okay? So for those who will say, oh, you're working with me, and you know all these things, I did not know until I begin to damage. And who are you for me to even respond to you? I respond to Biafrans. All of you, some of you that will say, so you know Nelly is this, you know Nelly is that, you did not working with him, with her, you say Nelly is you is Nelly. We need to refresh. Sorry. All right. You can also refresh your own. So, you're welcome back. We are going on commercial. We are going on commercial. I want you to understand that what you read today and what I have exposed today is what is going to happen. But we are not going to wait till 2020 or 2030. It is happening next year. Next year. That's where it is happening. And we are going to we are going to go on commercial. I want you to listen to our leader. Our leader said this thing 2 weeks before he was kidnapped. And as you are, we have, and let me also inform you today that we have 19,000 live viewers. 19,000 people. 19,155 people watching this program live and direct within 1 hour 30 minutes. Within 1 hour 30 minutes, 19,000 people are watching. On YouTube alone, we have 4,700 viewers on YouTube within 1 hour 30 minutes. They say it is Google generated viewers. They say it is Google generated viewers that I am paying Google to generate the viewers. So for us to know that this particular 4,700 people on YouTube are not Google generated viewers, please, as we are playing this commercial, I want you to use the opportunity and go and hit the like button. Take your few seconds and hit the like button so that other people will know that we are live. Let us go there.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuka Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Oraeri, the same God of Uweeri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not even about the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. that at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook, they can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why you can't move.
All right, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. There is an announcement, a special announcement. We want to inform Biafrans in a place called Obowu in Umulogo. Umulogo, Obowu. If you have people in this particular community called Obowu, Obowu will be under serious attack. Obowu, our intels have it that they have brought over 600 military and Boko Haram covering their face into that Obowo police station. And what they intend to do is to block everywhere and going from house to house to abduct young men. So if you are from this Obowu, if you know anybody from this Obowu, if you have friends, I want that this message goes very far so that young men in this community and in this place will flee and leave. This is a very important announcement. If you know anybody from Obowu community or the Obowu in Umuloho or something in Imo State, you must leave. Right now, you must leave. Every young man in Obowu must leave with immediate effect. We want you to leave. What they want to do is they are about to go from house to house. And we will not allow that to happen. They will go from house to house, and it may be while you are asleep. They are going to be going from house to house to pick young men. So if you are in Obowu and you know somebody in Obowu, please pick up your phone, and call them, cut this particular video, share it, This operation may start tonight, so we never can tell. And if after this night and nothing happened, tomorrow they should find their way out of that place until further notice. So we know that they have arrived, and they are going to stop at nothing until they pick and abduct our young men. We don't want that to happen. So if you know somebody in Obowo, please tell them to leave right away. I know a lot of people want to call in. A lot of people are telling me they want to call in, and I should allow them to call. So I'm going to give you opportunity to call, and this call will last for 20 minutes. So we are going to end this broadcast in 2 hours. Immediately 2 hours, whoever you are, we're going to stop you. All right. But please focus on what we discussed today. No election in 2023 in Biafra land. That is exactly our topic today. No election. And we are not going to wait till 2030 to disintegrate Nigeria. Everybody that, from 2000, get ready for a sit at home for 2 weeks, from now. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Yeah. Me, I don't get much contribution. All because of you, because of that gumbo, I want you to
okay. Okay. I'm going to make a program. I'm going to because he can from now, so I'm going to kill it. Yes, okay. All right. Good evening from here.
Good evening, man.
Yeah,
good evening, man.
Good evening. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Though I joined late, but there is something I want to suggest. I don't know whether if it will be possible for you. This Twitter space you normally do, if you can link the Twitter space on the Radio Biafra in Biafra land, I think it will help very much because it's like a debate and it's opening eyes of so many people. So most of the times I normally see that you normally rebroadcast it on the live program on the platform. But if you can be doing it on radio, I think it will go a long way to help to spread the gospel.
I agree with you, and I think the people in charge of the radio are taking note of this your suggestion. So this your suggestion is approved.
Thank you so much. Thank you for opening our eyes. Today's broadcast is a part. It's so much only that I didn't join on time, but tomorrow I will make our time to listen to it once again. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night. All right. I like the callers today. Everybody is just straight to the point. Welcome to the program. Hello, can you listen to the phone, please?
Hello, my name is Oleube.
Oleube, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. I just want to thank you for your good work. I'm calling from Lagos.
Thank you very much. I
just want to thank you for your good work because it's not easy, my brother.
Thank you.
May God bless you for your good work.
Amen. Thank you.
Yeah,
all right.
Thank you.
All right, the people today are very wonderful people. There is no story. Everybody is going straight to the point. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening.
Good evening, Biafra all over the world. I thank you for the good work you are doing for Biafra. Thank you once more.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are all behind you. We are praying for you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Calling from
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. I like that the people are calling all the way from the zoo, and the point is just very, very clear as anything. Yeah, nobody is wasting time here. This is a new dimension we are into now. And so the line is still open, and keep on trying. And we still have 16 minutes to go. I think I will bring people from the inside. So Akbaka, welcome to the program. Akbaka Biafra, do you have something to say?
Yeah, Simon, thank you. I just want to thank you for the amazing work you are doing, and just more power to your elbow.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, we are live. The women leader. Do you want to say something? Hello.
Hey, hello.
Yes, Madam Azuka, I am live. Do you want to contribute?
Yes. Thank you so much for all your good work. They said what you don't know is bigger than them. You know what they don't know.
Right. We are back. Immediately the thing hear your voice, the internet went off, so you can continue.
Because the enemies know what is about to happen. The fact remains that I must thank you for everything that you've been doing. You've been working tenaciously to make sure that you represent Mazin and Dekanu. And whether the enemies like it or not, Biafra is almost here.
Yes.
And I tell you, they said that what you don't know is bigger than you. And he said again, what they don't know is bigger than them. Yes. Honestly,
let us give them small song.
Yes.
Ihe na-adịghị omume ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị omume ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị omume ihe na-adịghị omume ihe na-adịghị omume ka ọ na-eme.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God of Biafra is with us.
Yes.
And we must do everything. We must make sure that we follow every traces, everywhere, anywhere to make sure that Mazin Nadekanu is redeemed. That Mazin Nadekanu, whatever that happened to him must be revealed.
Exactly.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mother are with you, and we are with you 100 times. 100-fold. Every day and night we are praying for you. Every morning and night we are praying for you, and nothing will happen to you. Anybody that steps aside to do anything will be back to the person. Any eyes that raise against you will surely crumble. Anybody that comes against you in whatever you're doing or come against you, Mother, I am telling you that person will not live to say it. I will pray for this in Jesus' name. Is with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, Igwe, welcome to the program. All right, welcome to the program. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, this is Gloria. Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
I want to say something on this live broadcast because this thing that is happening in the Eastern region about the Methodist high priest and all that, it's been there since 1985. The minute Nigerian government, how they call them, this green people on the zoo, they are the Fulanis from Niger, from South Sudan. It's been there since 1985. When they come in the night, around Every mid-morning between 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning, they will take trailer to drop Fulanis and direct them in the forest where they will go and start living. In the morning when you come there, you will see them building a hut with all these grasses. Put their cows. You'll be wondering where is this food coming from. Until one midnight, with my grandmother, we're coming back from night vigil. We saw when they were dropping them with the trailer. This was 1989.
Wow.
Then my grandmother said to me, that this people has been coming to their village since 1985. Because my grandmother is from Uji. I grew up in Uji, but I'm from Abu. I'm from Enugu State. So, the time I was in the northern states with my parents, I remember when they bring people with trailer during the time they will drop them, we see them with this big cutlass. They're going to match people's head. It's only a Fulani man will kill a human being and behead the person.
Yes.
The owner of Baga Road in Borno State was beheaded. That was 1980, I think 1986.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much, Gloria. Thank you very much, Gloria, for your contribution. Okay. Thank you very much. You've exceeded 2 minutes. Thank you. All right, we continue. We continue. Hello. Good evening from here.
Simon.
Yes.
Simon, but this is Charles Wankwa.
Ndewo, our man. Ndewo.
The United States.
Ndewo.
The freedom fighter with a swag.
He's bigger than them. Swag, I'm Okwa swag with the tone of Adansuka.
I just want to take a few seconds to tell all the betrayers.
Yes.
All double agents. All backbiters.
Yes.
Of the Biafran struggle to come out of their hiding because they are already known.
Yes.
Let them start confessing. Let them start confessing because if they don't do, Biafra will disgrace them.
Exactly.
You know? Now, for those who are clean, autopilot is right here with God on the pilot cabin.
Yes.
Driving us straight to Biafra land. Please, if you are dragging your feet, come out. Join. Contribute what you can. In your ideas, in your treasure, in your time. Biafra is right before us. It's just very close. The enemy has already been defeated. They have already been defeated. So, let the children of God come together. Let them come together. Children of God, come together. Let us follow our leader. Let us listen to Mazen Nnamdi-Kanu and listen to Mazen Simon Ekpa. They got the good news for Biafra. Dip your hand into your pocket. The prelates 2 days ago have all told us that the Ali Igbo and Eastern region is porous. We don't have a defense. They are saying that all the money they are collecting from ransom, they are going to use it to weaponize themselves.
Yes.
Brothers and sisters, this is the time for us to rise up and support our own Eastern security network.
Yes.
We need to weaponize them. We need to make them strong enough to be able to defeat the enemy.
Yes.
They have been doing that all this while. So, but please, this is the time to push them and give them more momentum. Our security is in our own hands.
Exactly.
Biafra Here we go. Master Monikba,
thank you. Ndewo.
The agitator with a swag.
No. All right, thank you very much. In swag in Dansuka, in Nkoli Wansuka said told. All right, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here. Hello.
Hello, Simon.
Yes, you're welcome.
Biko ga-asụ n'Igbo biko mee ka ozi a na-eru ndị nna anyị ntị ndị nọ n'ụlọ ime broadcast ka ọ na-eru ha ntị biko onwe ihe ọzọ anyị ga-akpa mbọchị ọzọ biko abụ m IPOB member na mọdịna biko nna gị ga-ekwu m ga-edere gị ihe n'akwụkwọ.
Ndewo.
Hello, Simon.
Hello.
Hello, Simon.
Hello.
In fact, Chukwu ga-agọzi gị.
Agọzikwa gị.
Chukwu nna m ga-awụ gị mmanụ.
Ise.
Chukwu ama nkwe ka ihe mee gị.
Ise.
Onye ọbụla na-echere gị ajọ echiche, ọkụ ga-agbagbu onye anwa.
Ise.
Onye ọbụla chere ebe ọbụla o jere, ka ha akpa nkata ya, ka ha mee ihe ọbụla ha mere. Ọ ga-atọ na against them.
Ise.
Maka na Chineke wepụtara gị n'ije a ka iwe ka ọ bụrụ gị zọpụtara ndị Igbo. Ebe Chineke after Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, Chineke wepụta gị. Ha rere Nnamdi chee na Nnamdi ga-anwụ, mana Chineke si na nwoke ahụ aga na Chineke ga-edowere ya ndụ na ọ ga-adị ndụ n'ala ndị dị ndụ wee duru anyị banye na ana ahụ o kwere anyị na nkwa. Ọ dị otu a Chineke wee wepụta gị. Chineke a wepụtara gị ọkwa gụnye nwatakịrị n'aka ada eregbu ya. So ọkwa ha gụnye gị n'aka ama regbu gị. Ọ ga-abụ ngọzi wee nye gị. Ọ ga-abụ ogologo ndụ nye gị. Ọ ga-abụ arụ isi ike nye gị. Ọ ga-abụ ihe akwakwa ihe enwenwe nye gị. Ọ ga-abụ amara Chineke wee duru gị na-aga n'aha Jizọs. Amen.
Amen.
Bye bye.
Thank you. All right, we continue. Continue to call.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Welcome to the program.
Our Father, the God will surely bless you.
Amen.
You are doing wonderful and great job.
Amen.
Do you know one thing that always gives me joy? Once I hear your voice in this broadcast, I will always turn to my Bible where Jesus called Peter and tell him, Simon, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gate of hell shall never prevail.
See?
God is your strength. I'm calling from you. God is your strength.
Amen.
We are moving ahead.
Yes.
Nothing can stop us.
Nothing. Everybody must get ready for the sit at home for no election in 2023.
No shaking.
Very important.
We are totally behind you.
Thank you.
We are very, very behind you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
God will bless you, sir.
All right. I know that Gaddafi has been calling. I think I'm seeing Gaddafi all the time. Gaddafi is not lucky today. Gaddafi, you are not lucky today. Welcome to the program. Ndewo.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. One moment. I can't see. I can't seem to.
I'm waiting. Can you hear me?
Wait, one moment. I want to put your this thing on. I think there is a kind of mess up here.
Yes, I'm online.
Wait, because I can't even see where you are, so I can put the speaker. That is the problem now. So I may have to stop this call because a lot of calls are coming and I don't know which one. One moment. All right, go ahead. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Gaddafi.
Yeah. This is Gaddafi of Biafra.
Gaddafi of Biafra, you're welcome to the program.
God bless you. I am giving you a new name today. Your name is Apathy. Apathy, one of Biafra. To the enemy, you break their head. They don't go down.
Which one is Apathy? Which one is Apathy again?
They know it. That is this kind of mud that if you mistakenly step it, it will slip you. Either you break your hand or you break your leg, or you break your head. So that is Apathy. Apathy, one of Biafra. Yes.
If someone knows around, if you see me now, you will call me Apathy.
Apathy, one of Biafra, because the people that stepped on you, you see how you break their head in pieces.
Apathy.
Hey, stepped on you. POS stepped on you. You sleep. You know, a slippery route. That is the Apathy. Your head go down. Now the double agent don't step on you again. You understand? So that is it, and that is the Apathy, one of Biafra. You know, that is it. Anybody that stepped on you will go down. That is certain.
God, Apathy.
Yes, Apathy, one of Biafra. So that is it. Yeah, and what I want to say is that they think we are joking.
Yes.
We are not stepping an inch backward. Never.
Yes.
If they provoke us, we will dismantle the presence of zoo in Biafra land.
We can declare it even tomorrow. That is what they don't know.
If they provoke us, we will declare this Republic of Biafra any moment now. They thought we are joking. We are not joking. We know what we are doing. We look onto the rising sun, which is the Biafra land. Nothing more, nothing less.
Exactly.
Anybody that come on our way, we go down. So enough of all these stomach agitators everywhere, noisemakers everywhere. You are even just being lenient to say no election. If they provoke us, that thing that will happen in 1930. It will happen now. We are well able.
No, I want to. You know, we want to inform America that we are not going to wait for their 2030. You know, we are starting it very soon.
America already know. America already know how prepared we are. So they just want to. They are making a diplomatic statement. That's why they say 2030. If you check that 2030, remove the zero, it's 2023.
Exactly. Each year.
So the America, the CIA, every of them know our intel. So they went to Sahel to bring their Alamajiris everywhere. We too, we will go to the source of Biafra, bring our Biafran people.
Yes.
To stand on our land. We will defend our land.
We have the men. Oh, bro, if they like, they can abduct you tomorrow. We have men.
Do you know what they want to do? During the Biafran war, they say they want to kill from 2 years and above and carry the 2 years down and train them Hausa language to annihilate our language as an Igbo. This is what they try to do, killing our youth. I asked them, they started killing us since 1945. Has he checked us? Has he stopped the agitation?
No.
Has he done anything?
No.
The killing from 1945 till today has not threatened us. Do they think we are scared of death?
It makes us stronger.
Don't worry. All of us will land on the Biafra land and declare Republic of Biafra. They thought we are making noise abroad. We will come down very soon. Thank you.
God bless. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, I have exceeded the time, and I thank you all for being part of the program. We will continue again tomorrow. Do not miss it. Tomorrow we continue again. And on this note, from here, I want everyone to go to Twitter. Go to Twitter and follow us on Twitter. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. Follow us on Twitter. It is very important. The war is going on in Twitter, and we don't want to take any chances. So, if you have not created a Twitter account, go and create your own Twitter account now and follow us on Twitter. Very, very important, because we are entering another phase of this struggle. So Twitter is where you must go and make sure you retweet everything we are tweeting, especially the important one, not all the gossip and saga. No, you have to go and retweet everything we are tweeting concerning the Biafra and all that. So on this note, may God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless Sunday Igboho and Oduduwa agitators. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless Oduduwa. And may God bless all of you that are supporting this Biafra movement. May God bless the friend of Biafra. From here, from me, it is good evening.